Bernadette, what's going on?
Well, I came out here to look around. It sure is a beautiful day.
The sun is shining bright today, and the kids sure do look like they're having a lot of fun playing outside.
The birds are singing beautiful songs.
Wow, did you see that dog over there? He caught a frisbee.
The flowers are so colorful too. Sometimes I'm just so amazed at everything around me. Where do you suppose it all came from?
Well, God created everything, Bernadette.
You mean the story in the Bible?
Yep, that's the one. And it's not just a story, it's true.
Calvin, can we talk about the story?
Absolutely. It all started when God decided to create the whole world.
Yep, and everything in it, right?
Everything was created in 6 days plus 1 day of rest. Wow, that's just 1 week. But of course, God can do anything. Would you look at that dog? He has the most amazing frisbee skills.
Focus, Calvin. Let's get back to the story. You know, it is in the very first book of the Bible called Genesis. See, I've been paying attention.
Okay, where was I? Sorry, Bernadette. Sometimes it's just so hard to focus when I have all of this activity going on around me. Yes, you're right. The story about God creating the world. There was only darkness, so first he created light. He called the light day, and the dark he called night.
So light is bright. It's when I can see everything, and dark is when I can't. It is really nice to be able to see where I'm going. Then what happened?
Well, then he created the sky, which he called heaven, and he separated the waters. This was all on day 2.
Wow, all in one day? I could certainly put a bit more effort into my daily chores. Sometimes it seems to take me forever to get dinner ready.
Then next was day 3. That was a pretty busy day if you ask me. He created dry land and seas. He also created plants and all the growing stuff.
You mean like trees and grass?
Yep, fruit trees and vegetables. I like all kinds of vegetables because God made them taste good.
Speaking of food, look over there, Calvin. I think that mama bird just caught a worm to give to her babies. They sure do look like they are enjoying their breakfast.
Ooh, that's making me a little uncomfortable. Anyway, let's move on to day 4. On this day, God created the sun, moon, and stars.
The sun for the day and the moon and stars for the night. I really loved looking up in the sky at night. It's so beautiful.
On day 5, God created the fish in the sea and the birds in the air.
There are so many amazing animals that live in the sea and fly in the sky.
Then God made wild animals and all kinds of land-loving creatures.
Is that when God made bears, Calvin?
You know it. In fact, he made lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my! How do you know so much about creation, Calvin?
My mom told me. She reads to me from my children's Bible, you know.
So what happens next? This is getting so exciting.
Okay. Then God created human beings, people, Adam and Eve. By the time he created them, everything else was in place. They had everything they needed. But the best part was they were made in God's image.
What's image? What does that mean?
It means God gave people all of the earth to rule over. They had the intelligence to take care of things, to carefully use what God provided for them. People who obey God and take care of the earth make God happy.
The Bible says God looked over everything after he created it and said, "It is good." So you know he liked what he created. He especially loved people.
And you know, Bernadette, God created all those kids out there too. He loves them so super much.
Wow, that was a lot of stuff that God made, and it took him less than a week. then what happened?
Well, he rested.
What?
The Bible says God rested. Everything was finished. Everything was perfect. The whole universe was in place. He rested from his work, and he blessed that day and made it holy. So when we get to rest just like he did on Sundays, it is called Sabbath rest. We come to church and learn about God on that day.
Wow, that is such a great story about God. I like to hear it over and over. I am thankful he created us and gave us the earth and everything in it.
Me too. There are a lot of good stories. God's stories in the Bible for us to read and learn.